Hey everyone, it's a Banana Girl here. Today's video is about shopping, okay? About what to buy, what is the best thing to eat, and what not to eat. Okay, so this is day 6 of my 30 videos in 30 days. So the first thing we're going to focus on is bread. So I always thought that because it's a high carb option, that it's going to be a good option to eat. But it's not really the case. There's a lot of hidden sodium in bread, okay? Like, even though it's high carb, you got to look at the sodium every single time. This one here, it's not very easy to see, but it's 465 milligrams per 100.
That's way too much.
Yeah, per 25 grams of carbs.
So you're almost going to get 10,000. You're going to get 10 grams of salt a day. 334.
They're all pretty high in sodium. We don't want chicken's periods. They're commonly used to demonstrate the negative impact of cholesterol on the arteries in scientific studies. So you don't want to go there.
Heart disease.
Yeah. So these are commonly seen as a health food, but they're full of sodium as well.
So weight gain.
Yeah, it's really weight gain. So it's not the actual high carb content of the food making people bigger. It's the sodium. It's retaining fluid on their body. Pasta. This is a wheat pasta, and most people know that gluten-free is probably the best way to go these days.
Yep.
It really, really is. It just digests better, and it tastes just as good. Like corn pasta tastes just as good as a wheat pasta. More spaghettis. These are not too bad. They're generally pretty low in sodium, but when you think about it, the amount of carbohydrates that you get,
they're too filling, really.
With the amount of sodium is pretty high.
Probably good as a snack, maybe.
Yeah, it might be good as a snack, but
not good
you're going to
as a
be
meal.
hungry.
Yeah, you get too skinny eating rice cakes.
Yeah. You're better off just having rice.
Yeah,
having a big bowl of rice.
But
and we've got oats. Oats are high in fat and protein, really, aren't they? They're high in carbs, but they've also got a fair percentage of calories coming from protein.
A bit too hard to digest.
Fat, a little bit too hard to digest. So,
especially when they're raw.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it raw, definitely. And have a look around here.
Yeah. This
is our local organic shop. All these tin foods, tin legumes and tin chickpeas and stuff like that. Some people would be really surprised at how much sodium is in them. This is 200 milligrams. This is actually pretty low, but still pretty high.
Yeah.
200 milligrams per 100.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's 800 per can.
Yeah, and I could eat probably 10 of these cans.
Literally.
It's over 2 grams of sodium in a meal.
So you're better off having them, if you're going to have them, soak them a bit and just sort of rinse the salt off.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not getting a big carb hit from this. No. So afterwards, you're going to be wanting some fruit or something sweet.
Again, it's probably a little snack food to have occasionally.
Yeah. So honey, which is essentially bee vomit, is not necessary in the human diet. If you want to get your carbs, you've got to get them from fruit and things like potatoes and rice. And it's not good for your teeth. Why isn't it not good for your teeth, do you know it?
Because the digestive acids in the bee's stomach get regurgitated into the honey and damage the enamel.
Yeah, so we don't need that. We definitely don't need that.
And weight gain, you can get weight gain from honey because of the pollen allergies in some people.
Okay.
So it'll put a few pounds on you.
Alright, so...
What's that in your hand?
We've got some chocolate here.
But it's healthy because it's raw?
No, that's the thing. It's a raw chocolate, which is better. It doesn't have dairy in it, which is great.
Yeah.
But it is not healthy, okay?
No.
It's very, very
still
high in
food.
fat. It's still junk food. Very, very high in fat. High in cacao. Cacao contains theobromine. So it's...
toxic.
A neurotoxin.
Yeah.
It's a neurotoxin, so you don't want to be eating this. And if you eat enough fruit and potatoes and rice and corn pasta, you won't even look twice at this.
Especially if you get enough fruit.
Yeah.
Sweet
you got to
fruit.
get all the
Simple
sweetness
sugars.
in during the day at least. Raw till 4, Banana Girl diet, but get it in there.
Yeah. I find it funny, Dave Wolf says that fruit is cancerous, but chocolate's good.
I don't know about that. That's crazy. Well, I do know about that. It's crazy.
Marketing.
So, olives. What about olives? Well, to me, they're a waste of digestive space because they're very fatty, they digest badly, and if they run into any fruit, you're going to have some stinky farts going on.
Yep.
Okay, so don't waste your time with these. They're just full of fat. They're not high carb. You want high carb.
A couple of times a year food.
Yeah, a couple of times a year, really. Macadamia nut butter. Fat.
Fatten up the blood up.
Durian Rider used to hammer this stuff like crazy, okay?
Definitely.
He used to really, really get into it, and you know, you don't need to eat this. It's just full of fat, not high in carbohydrate,
No.
will sit like a brick, and will not help you be the person you want to be.
No. Once a couple times a year food.
Yeah. How about olive oil, oils?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, so this is 100% refined fat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just going to add to your fat cells and make you fatter.
Fastest way to get fat. Add oil to your diet.
Yeah, and when you miscombine, you know, when you have fats with your meal, it just does not digest very well. So when we're on the topic of oils, I just want to go over to coconut oil. So, you know, for a food to be a health food, it really should contain vitamins, minerals, fibre, and carbohydrates. No, none. It does not contain any of those. It is 100% refined fat, and it has more fat, more saturated fat than butter.
Wow.
So
heart disease in a can.
This should only be slathered on your skin.
Massage.
Yeah, it's got SPF of 8, and you know, just don't believe the coconut oil hype. It's all marketing hype.
The guy who wrote the coconut books, Bruce Fife, his wife's quite overweight.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised because this stuff, it will add to your fat cells. Don't let anyone try and tell you it won't. The thermogenic effect is rubbish. It is just creating a calorie deficit, and then you lose water weight.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a high-fat diet that you don't want.
Massage.
So let's go to the fridge here for a sec. Rice is good, okay? Rice might not digest that great for some people, so you might want to choose corn pasta or potatoes, but it is a good source of carbohydrates. Has been for thousands of years for ancient cultures. So, alright, tempeh?
Tempeh.
Tempeh, this is pretty greasy. This is pretty greasy stuff, okay? It's a sometimes food. It's not high in carbohydrates. It's high in protein and fat. So
good weight gainer. If you want to gain weight.
Yeah, and look at that. Look at all the seasoning and stuff in it. I mean,
it's a weight gain food. If you want to gain weight, smash in the tofu and tempeh.
Yeah, it's pretty full on
You put
stuff.
the pounds on pretty quick. Butter.
Do I need to talk about this?
That's the better one for weight gain, just smashing the butter.
Yeah.
You might get heart disease though, so probably best not.
It's just fat gainer.
Yeah.
It's the body fat from an animal.
Body fat transfusion.
Yeah, we don't need that in your diet.
Cheese.
Cheese is another, you know, solidified bovine, rancid solidified bovine secretion.
Body fat.
In a plastic wrap.
I think I should have, instead of calling it feta, I should have called it fatter.
Would you like some fatter?
You look like you haven't got much fatter on you.
The last time I ate feta was in
2005.
2005.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to the good part of the shop, because this is a great part. This is a great shop, no doubt about it. But here is where the real health is created. So, is that the Playboy look, Harley?
The what?
The Playboy look. The Playboy look. The moustache, yeah.
That's really funny.
Chicks dig it.
Brings the girls to the yard. So, potatoes. So, here's some great sources of carbs, alright? So, these are not fatty, they're high in carbohydrates. Dutch creams are good baking potatoes. All these different ones. So just try all the different varieties. There's a lot of different varieties, so a lot of different tastes. Okay, so low fat, high carb food. Make you feel good.
1 gram of fat per kilo.
So low in fat.
Lean.
What about nuts?
Too greasy.
Yeah, see, it's like nuts. Nuts should be left on the ground.
Eaten a few times a year.
Yeah, nuts should be eaten a few times a year. You know, it's not a high carbohydrate food, it's a high fat food. And it isn't optimal for your cells.
Good
okay?
weight gainer.
It's tasty, but yeah.
Weight gainer.
This is better. You're better off eating these Turkish apricots. Yeah, way better
Nice and
for your
sugary.
health. Yeah,
Slimming.
high carb, slimming. Cashews are the same as the other nuts. So these are really, really tasty. Really tasty carrots.
Interesting.
What's the price of the stuff in here? Let's go to the board and show them. So today I'm going to get some celery, some lettuce, a couple of boxes of bananas. What else are we going to get? Maybe some mandarins. Alright, let's get a box. Whoa, that's a big one. Good. So this is my favourite shop in the whole world. Organically grown. Definitely going to be getting these babies. Some persimmons, they're looking really, really good. Okay, so now we've finished our fruit shop and we've got grapes and bananas. And we've got persimmons, some greens, we've got some potatoes. These are going to take a while to ripen, so we're going to need some backup calories.
So it's about $200 here, is it? Hang on, we've got
no, less. Oh,
no, hang
yeah.
140 plus
the bananas, so
$290.
Yeah.
That's wholesale.
Yeah, and how long is that going to last us during a row?
Probably a week.
Yeah.
So
I mean, these are going to take a while to ripen up because it's cold at the moment.
Yeah. So that's $290 wholesale, retail probably close to $500.
Yeah. Just take a look in there.
Go fruit yourself.